Hey everyone, since I've been on my YouTube channel, which I'm hoping that you guys will understand why shortly. It'll just come on, baby. So let's chit chat about my absence and where I have been. Okay, so for the past few months, I have been completely silent on my YouTube channel. That largely came from my own doing, and I'm going to explain why. So the last video I posted were back in October, I believe, right before Halloween, and then of course November brings Thanksgiving and December brings Christmas, and so you have these holidays. So the holiday season happened, and then after the holiday season happened, we found out that we were pregnant. So I was sick for a few months, and now we're at halfway point, so we're at like 20 something weeks. So baby's growing, and I'm finally getting to a place where, you know, I'm like about 5 months-ish in, where I feel like really good. So I'm excited about that, and so I'm hoping that I can create some more content. But I've also been hoping to shift some of my content. So up to now, I've largely done just like makeup tutorials, which I do love to do, but I've never wanted my channel to just be makeup tutorials. I wanted it to be about my life, because the whole idea behind Fleur de Lippies and the motto of cultivating beauty is that you do that in everything in your life, whether it's using makeup or not. It's just everyday life. But I felt a lot of pressure because tons of YouTubers who have lifestyle channels, their lives are so perfect, at least on video they are. They don't have kids screaming in the background. You know, their kids are just like sitting quietly playing or eating their sweet little breakfast or holding hands. My kids are going to be yelling sometimes. They're going to be fighting. They're going to be making a mess of things. I'm going to have to stop and like, you know, deal with them. And I think that added a lot of pressure that I was putting on myself to come across as perfect. But I decided I have valuable things to say. I have valuable content to put out. And so I don't want to allow myself to be limited by the fact that I don't have a perfect life, because I would dare say that outside of those YouTube videos that are, you know, edited to show what people want to show, it's probably not so perfect. And so I am just going to share my life, whatever that looks like, wherever I'm at. So let's just go ahead and get started. I'm going to start getting ready for my day. It's a very easy day, and yeah, I'll just tell you guys what's going on in my life right now, what I've been up to, and we'll kind of go from there. So I'm going to be just doing some light makeup today, kind of evening some things out. So I'm going to use the Color Correcting Tinted Moisturizer from Senegence as my base today. It's just a good all over, like, even everything out kind of product. So one of the things I'm going to have to look at myself in the video too, so apologies, but it's so that I can see what I'm doing, because I forgot to pull out my little mirror stand. So one thing that has been progressing has been my children's book, which I believe I've mentioned here on this channel before. I have written a children's book, and it is in the process of being published, and up to now it's been in the illustration phase. So I've had an artist who's been illustrating the book. And I'll be happy to tell you guys more about that process if you're interested. So just let me know in the comments below if you'd like to know more about the book. So she has finished. She just sent the cover photo, which was the last photo that she had to do. And so that's super duper exciting. And the publisher and I are working on finalizing the text, the manuscript, going back and just making some last little final tweaks and edits here and there. And then I will be adding the author bio and the dedication page and things like that coming up soon. And once all that's done, we'll be ready to go to print. And so it's been super duper exciting the past couple of months to be part of that process, seeing the illustrations and, you know, come from sketches going through and getting notes to coming through with color and seeing the final copy. It's been really, really exciting. So that's been really cool kind of going on. Oh, and P.S., this little microfiber towel, it's in the cosmetic section at the Dollar Tree. It is phenomenal, and they come in a 2-pack, and oh my gosh, I love these things. I traveled with one to seminar recently for Senegence, and it was the best thing ever. I didn't have to dirty up the towels in the hotel room, like they're with makeup, and those things washed super duper easy, and I'm obsessed. I love them. Okay, so yeah, so the children's book's rolling right along, and that's been really, really fun. And so hopefully in the next couple of months, we will be all ready to go. I've almost come to the end of my first concealer. This is the color correcting concealer, so I'm going to be using that.
Mommy's my turn to pick a movie.
No, it's Eli's. He cleaned the playroom.
I want to.
I told you, real life. Nope, it's Eli's turn because he cleaned the playroom, so he gets to pick the show. Thank you. So anyway, so now I'm just color correcting the dark circles under my eyes that come from children who wake up at the crack of dawn and insomnia that comes from being preggo. So, all right, so that's kind of been going on the children's book thing. And then, of course, seminar, which I've already mentioned. I did get to go to our company seminar convention in Tulsa, Oklahoma a few weeks ago with a friend of mine. And it was absolutely wonderful and phenomenal. It's so nice to do those things because it consistently gives you a way to be reminded of why you love the company you work for and to kind of refill your cup with other like-minded women and entrepreneurs and, you know, learn about new products and learn about personal development and all sorts of things. It was just a great time, and we had the best time ever. Penny? No, ma'am. Put that up here, please. And you go watch Lion Guard.
I want to put on that.
Thank you.
I
So,
want to put on that.
this is just the beautiful mess that is my life. No makeup right now. Not for you, not right now. When Mommy's done with hers, I'll do yours. Penny's 3. She's our pistol Annie. So we are also going to be getting ready today, my children and I, to go to Chicago to see my parents this week, and I'm really looking forward to that. I haven't seen them in months, so it's going to be a lot of fun to get to go and spend some time with them, you know, while I'm still able to fly and travel before the baby comes. We'll be leaving my sweet hubby-dub at home, but me and my kiddos will get to go. And so, not perfectly ideal, but it'll still be a great time. And my sister's going to come with us, so I'll have some help with the kiddos, and she'll have a little help with hers. So that's sort of our game plan for now. I've actually been practicing, side note, as I'm getting ready, I'm putting on Shadow Sense Mocha Java. I've been practicing doing the, I think she calls it a soft socket technique by Stephanie Lang. She does lots of makeup tutorials for hooded eyes, which I do have hooded eyes. They're not horribly hooded, but they are hooded for sure, and so I do have to be kind of careful about the eye looks that I do, what's most flattering. So yeah, so that's going to be exciting. So today, we're largely just going to be getting laundry done and getting packing done. I'm thinking about turning my packing process into a video so that you guys can see kind of how I go through that process. Since I have been pregnant, the nesting phase has been so very real. I have been nesting like a fiend. So I am, I'm happy to show you guys some of the projects I've done because I have been hitting up the Dollar Tree and coming up with systems of organization for every area of my house. So I completely redid my kids' playrooms. I completely redid our closet, mine and my husband's, because for the longest time, since we built the inside of the house, really, we've just had a bar across, like a complete bar across, and 2 sections of lower bars on the sides, and so we were just using that complete space, but it was just looking so cluttered and stuffed, and I was like, I can't take it anymore. So we went through on a Friday, which my husband's off on Fridays, and we completely revamped our closet, and I would love to show you guys like what we did in that process. I've cleaned out like kind of those junk cabinets, you know, like everybody gets in their house where they kind of just throw things and keep everything, and you kind of know what's under there, but you also kind of don't because things get buried and lost in there. I redid one of those and it felt so good. So redid all of our bathroom storage and cabinets. So I would love to show you guys all of those things and use that as an opportunity to show you some maybe ideas that you could use in your own houses for ways that you could organize and get things together. Meal planning has been a big thing lately, so I would love to show you guys what I'm doing with that. I'm actually going to, before I do the darker color, I'm going to grab my mirror out of here. This cabinet is something that is on my to-do list of things to organize. So I may turn that into a video from start to finish where you'll get to see like me clear out that cabinet, organize everything, clean it out, and then do it. Get the organization in there taken care of. So yeah, so it's been a lot of fun. So this nesting phase, I'm glad it's happening now when I'm not like It's not extremely hot just yet, and I'm not quite yet super huge, because you know, you only get bigger when the baby grows, when you're pregnant. So now I'm taking the shade Garnet, which is a deeper shade, and I'm taking it in very small amounts so that I can really build up the color. I don't want to just go in like super strong right away, because these are cream shadows, and so if you go in super duper strong, it will set super strong, and you'll be working with a super strong eye look for the day. Okay, so then I just take what's left on the brush after I kind of work it into the outer corner, and I'm just going to run it through the socket lower than where I put the Mocha Java. Right here. And just really deepening up that outer bit there. And that's it. That's all I'm going to do for that deepening section. If I was going out for like a night look, I might go crazy, but I'm not, so we're going to keep it simple. Okay, so that's been going on. Let's see what else. Oh yeah, and I cleaned out and did my car. Like, I've been nesting like a fiend, and again, because I was so worried about looking perfect on camera, like making it look like my life was perfect, my kids are perfect, and everything always runs perfectly smoothly, I haven't been filming anything out of fear of, you know, it not being perfect. And I've just decided that if I wait for perfection, I'm never going to do anything. So why not just go ahead and start where we are at? And this is where we're at. So, that was quite a bit on there. I just want to smudge this in. I'm actually going to use my finger over that too to kind of lift some of that product, because I feel like I got a lot on that brush that time. Okay, and then just blend. Okay. I've definitely found that pregnancy is very different. The further into the number of kids, I guess, that you have, that you go. I am just going to take what's left on the brush and run it underneath my lash line. Just to add a touch of definition there, but I don't want to make like this crazy big smoky eye because we're doing laundry and packing. So now I'm going to take Sandstone Pearl and do that on the inner part.
Get all my Fruit Loops.
What?
I'm supposed to read all my Fruit Loops.
Maybe later, Finn.
I want one.
Maybe later you can, okay?
I want one.
Alright.
I want one.
Well, maybe you'll get one later.
I want
Let's see how good of a listener you can be. Go sit down and watch Lion Guard, and maybe when I'm done doing my makeup, you can get a sausage. Oh, you'd think she's 13. You really would think she's 13. Hey, Sarah. Oh, every day. She's my little diva. You would think she's 13. 100% at any given moment. And she's been that way since she was 6 months old. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is take just a little bit of black and I'm going to deepen up the outer edge of that. Okay, so what I was saying was pregnancies are certainly different. Like, the more kids you have, the first pregnancy you really get to like relish like every single second. Like, you're really like soaking it all in. Sarah, just like my 5-year-old. Yes, I feel like we all have this. Like, every mom has these moments, and I'm just like waiting for, you know, I've been waiting for the YouTube channel that kind of shows that this is real life. You know, not a day in my life and my kids come down the stairs holding hands and splitting their pancakes and waffles very happily. And, you know, like, that's not, well, I mean, maybe for some people that is their everyday life. Good for them. But, like, for me, that's not going to be my everyday. It's just not. Okay, so now I'm putting in the black just to further deepen up that part. Go underneath the lash line again with whatever's just left on the brush, and that's it. It's really just playing with shade and light. That's all that is to make the eyes look bigger. Thank you, Sarah. Okay, so the first pregnancy, you like totally get to relish it. You get to like you feel every movement and you notice every bit of growth and you feel everything's, you're just so aware of it. And then the second pregnancy, at least for me, because my kids are only 17 months apart, so Eli was still really a baby whenever I was pregnant with Penny. It was still really easy for me to kind of be present and pay attention to that pregnancy too, because Eli was a baby. He was easier to take care of. And so then though, with this one, since I have a 4-year-old and a 3-year-old who are super active and like to play and they're always doing things, and I'm trying to take care of the house behind them and things like that, this pregnancy has been so different, because I find that I don't notice every single kick and punch that the baby gives me. I don't notice every little bit of growth until I get to the end of the day and the kids are in bed and I look in the mirror and I'm like, oh my goodness, the baby grew today. And I kind of have those moments. This is just some eye illuminator, which is like an under eye brightener that Synergence makes that has some skincare in it, which I desperately need. I have a birthday coming up, so I'm super excited about that. It's hard just to find time. Yes. I feel like any mom can feel that. It's just hard to find time. It's hard to find time to get everything done, to make everything happen. There was a day that I was literally I woke up and I was taking care of the kids, making them breakfast, helping them clean up and things like that. And my doctor's office called me and they're like, are you coming in for your ultrasound? I had completely forgotten that I made an ultrasound appointment that day. And I felt horrible, and I called my husband. I was in tears, and that's partly just pregnancy hormone emotion. But I was like, I'm already forgetting the third child. I'm already forgetting the third kid and ignoring them. But it's just part of where we're at. Oh, yes, thank you, Sarah. Yes, baby brain. Yes, 100% yes. And at this point, I feel like I am just going to have mom brain. I'm not putting on gray mascara. This is, by the way, this is Undersense, which is like a lash conditioner and lengthener that you put on underneath mascara. So yeah, so it's just been a wild ride. But I am loving it. I'm super excited to have a new baby. I'm not super excited. If I don't get it in my eye, consider that one. Yeah, right? I am super duper excited about a new baby being added. I'm not super duper excited about being huge pregnant in the New Orleans heat this summer, because I'm going to be going through my latest stage, my third trimester of pregnancy. Yes, this is my third trimester of pregnancy with my third baby in June, July, and August in New Orleans. So it's going to be intense. But you know what? We're members at the YMCA. They have a pool. I'm planning on lots of days at the pool with the kiddos, so I can just float. Yes, that heat will hurt. It hurts anyway, and so to be pregnant on top of it's going to be intense. Do your two get on with each other? Yes, they really do. They get along well. Of course, they have their moments where they fight over a toy, or he'll be building a tower with blocks and Penny will decide that she wants to be the one who knocks it down. So they have those moments, but for the most part, yeah, they totally get along with each other, and I feel very fortunate. That's sort of the big perk, I guess, of having them close together, is that at the end of the day, it's kind of a built-in playmate, which is kind of nice. So I've wondered, with this other one coming so much later than they, so much younger than them, will that be something that this younger one gets to experience as well? This is blush, and I don't normally do my blush with this brush, but it's what I have next to me, so it's gonna do. So this is chocolate cherry. You can hear them and they're playing right now. They really do get along with one another quite well. Okay, so now I'm gonna get ready to do my lips. Yeah. Oh yeah. That's gonna be, that's the direction I want my channel to go. I certainly hope that I create good quality content people want to watch and that they learn something from and they glean something from, or that they relate to. But it's just gonna have to be real life, because it's just the stage of life I'm in. It's gotta be real. I don't have time to make things look perfect. It's just not possible where I'm at right now. Okay, so this is, well, I relate to everything since good. This is Lilac Lacquer, which is a purple. I don't think I'm going to go full purple lip today, but I'm going to layer it with a nude, and since I'm wearing a purple shirt, why not? Okay. There we go. Yes, there. It's really pretty. The entire Prism collection was really nice. I really liked it. So, like, I could layer that with Icicle, which is like clear, and it would be perfect for like everyday purple. And nobody would blink twice or think anything of it. All right, this is cappuccino. This color is cappuccino. So I do one layer of that, and then I'm gonna do a last layer of cappuccino. What?
My hand was
Yeah, I have no idea what she just said. This is just it. Every day I have the laundry going, I have the dishwasher running. I got up and made everybody some breakfast. I'm just keeping my lips like this so that the color can dry down. That's how lip sense works. And I'm gonna go ahead and put on my highlight to doing this. Gotta look like you're all nice and subtly glowy, you know. Throw a little of that on. Okay, and then ready to gloss. How do you deal with tantrums? Well, a lot of it depends on the reason the tantrum is happening. So if it's like, for example, yesterday we were out for Mother's Day and Penny did not take her nap. And Penny's the kind of kid who, like, she needs her nap to, like, function in the night. And so last night she threw down a tantrum when she went to bed, which is not like her at all, but I knew it was because she was tired. And so to deal with that particular tantrum, I kind of take, if you've ever heard of the super nanny, I take her approach where, like, I'll go in and, like, you know, once or twice and, like, give some hugs and, you know, make sure calm them down, put them back to bed. But if the tantrum persists, then I just let her stay in there and cry. And that's just because I know she's just tired. She just needs to go to sleep. Yes, the English one. She's awesome. When it comes to a tantrum because, like, for example, when she was throwing her fit because she wanted a piece of sausage, like, I'm not going to drop everything and get you a piece of sausage because you were throwing a fit. Like, you can wait until mommy's done, and then you can get your sausage. And you can say, I mean, the tantrum lasted for maybe 30 seconds. Like, she's fine now. Like, she's perfectly fine. And I'll be able to make her a piece of sausage whenever I am all done. So I think that the biggest thing with tantrums is know why they're throwing it and then determine what you're going to do about it from there. Because if they learn, like, if she knew, like, oh, if I throw a fit, mommy's going to give me what I want, then she's going to do it all the time. Like, she's going to think anytime I don't get what I want, I can throw a fit and I'm going to get it. And so she'll do it more often, or she'll be more persistent about it. But she knows, like, I don't give into that, like, just because you want something. So I think it just depends on the reason why the tantrum's being thrown, and that's why, like, how I kind of deal with the tantrum. So, yeah. Okay. Well, this is it, guys. This is the finished look that we came up with today for easy at-home thing. What do you think about spankings, Sarah? We do them, but very sparingly and very cautiously. It is a very controversial topic. I was spanked as a child. You know, like, that was something, I'm from the South, so I mean, that's something that's extremely common. And, you know, we do spank, but we do it very sparingly. It's really for things that are very severe. So, and it would be like a single, like, pop, and we don't use our hands if we can help it. So we have a spoon, like a little wooden spoon that, like, we'll take and we'll, like, pop them. And we never do it out of anger. We never do it full force. We do just enough to make them pay attention. And it's usually for something like they've blatantly, like, walked up and, like, punched somebody, or, yeah, kind of like a tiny paddle. Yeah. Not like a crazy big intense one, just something small. We do a lot more timeouts and things like that. So if they're acting a specific way, we'll put them into timeout for that. So spankings are reserved for, like, dangerous behaviors that are repetitive. So, like, if she's trying to climb on a bookshelf, come here, Penny. Come see. If she's trying to climb on, like, a bookshelf and we tell her to stop and she doesn't, then she may get a pop on the hiney for that. This is Penny. Say hi.
Hi.
Yay. Here, you want to put on your stuff?
Yeah.
Okay. Good job.
Choose the slips.
Oh, you don't, I think you want pink, right? Here you go. Yeah, so we spank, but very sparingly and only in, like, really extreme circumstances. Yeah. You know, it does make a difference in, like, you know, when she is doing something dangerous at this point, because she knows that a spanking is possible. All I have to say is, do you want me to get the spoon? Do you need to have a pop? And she'll stop doing whatever behavior it is. So I find that in doing spankings, you actually have to do them even less frequently. And I know they're going to, yeah. Yeah. They're not fans of spankings, which is the idea, you know, like, you don't want them to want to
This is for
do something. But again, just extreme caution, never out of anger. We do timeouts and things like that far more frequently and first. So spankings are reserved for really extreme or dangerous things. Okay. Can you tell our friends that we will see them again next time?
Can we come here our friends next time?
Uh-huh. Say thanks for joining us today.
Thank you for joining us today.
All right, we hope you'll stick around the Florida Lippies channel. We would love to have you as part of our crazy, beautiful, messy family life that we are embracing and we're running with, and that's what we're going to build our channel on. So thanks, Sarah, for dropping by, and we look forward to seeing you guys soon. Bye.